Oh, wow. I'm seeing the Hangouts on air is going away later this year. That's not good. Just getting that. Anyway, why, hi there. I'm Ron Juckett, and he is Dave Gardner, and today we're going to play a football game for you. The game-winning drive bowl for the 1979 season between the Miami Dolphins and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, these two teams didn't really play in the Super Bowl, but as Dave is about to tell you, they played in his pro championship, and so how did these two teams come on a collision course?
Well, Ron, first of all, thanks for having me here on the show. And second of all, I'm not rooting for either team in this game. Okay, I'm going to play this right down the middle, and I hope just we have a good game here in our finals here. But yeah, just to let you know what happened is I picked up game-winning drive. Obviously, it's one of the Downey football games, and I played all 9 playoff games from the 79-80 season. Had an absolute blast. Thanks for those who watched it. But yeah, so here's kind of what happened. So in the wild card round, in real life, it was Houston and Denver and then Chicago and Philadelphia. Well, Houston won as they did in real life, but Chicago defeated Philadelphia. So that was the first domino to fall in the replay here. In the divisional round, because of Chicago winning, the Rams would go to Tampa instead of going to Dallas, and Tampa stomped the Rams 30-3. It was a blowout. Dallas would beat Chicago on a last-minute drive, so that would set up the Tampa Bay-Dallas matchup in the NFC, which Tampa Bay won on the road in Dallas 20-12. That's how Tampa Bay got into the finals. Miami had a little different road. They would go to Pittsburgh and play Pittsburgh as they did, I believe, in real life, and they would win that 26-16. And they would go on to play Houston, as Houston, the wildcard team, went into San Diego, beat San Diego 37-30. So that set up a Miami-Houston matchup in the conference finals, and Miami won that 22-13. So Miami defeats Pittsburgh and Houston to get to the finals, and Tampa Bay defeats the Rams and Dallas to get to the finals. And that's where we are on with Miami and Tampa Bay, at least on my playthrough on game-winning drive. And again, all these games you can go watch on my channel.
Yep. And now the curious thing is that Miami played the NFC Central that year in real life, but because Tampa was a last place team, these two teams did not meet in the regular season. Tampa only played 2 AFC games. They played Baltimore and they played Kansas City. They did not play anybody else. So kind of a strange last place schedule for Tampa. Hello to Al Red Sox fan, Herb Pilgrim. Baseball Demos loves your jerseys. And Dale Lonsdale and Mr. Mike Sports Time Machine. So 60 degrees as we kick this thing off. I'm going to switch it to the share screen. Miami has won the toss, Dave, and will receive.
Well, that's just par for the course here, Ron. You got the Dolphins, the team everybody loves, Tampa, the underdog here. So, of course, they're going to get the coin flip in their favor.
Tony Nathan is a deep man. He stands at his 7-yard line. Neil O'Donohue kicking off for Tampa. And you notice we went with the Tampa Bay field here. So swashbucklers and creamsicle lovers unite. Kozlowski and Davis are the upmen. And O'Donohue boots this away and taken at the 8, 15, 20, 25, 30. The ball is loose and picked up by Denard. One of the Selman brothers makes the tackle, but Miami recovers from at their own 27-yard line.
Actually, I think Tampa Bay actually recovered that football. It was a quick whistle by the referee giving that ball back to the Dolphins. And I just hope that's not a sign of things to come today, Ron. I just want a fair game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oops, I got to make sure that I'm stuck on me when the time comes. All right. There's your trippiness. Okay, so it's Bob Greasy at quarterback, Devin Williams and Larry Zonka behind him. Moore and Nat Moore and Duriel Harris are the wide receiver. There we go. And Bruce Hardy is your tight end. 1st and 10. Williams off tackle left. From the 27, he is hit at the line by Selman. No gain.
That's that Tampa Bay defense that got him this far. They're not going to run to the left side very often.
Leroy Selman is at 10, you see, on the left defensive end. Logan and Crowder is the rest of that front three. And then Dave Lewis, the left outside linebacker. Dewey Selman fills up the right middle with Richard Wood and Cecil Johnson. That's a pretty good defense, Dave.
Yeah, and terrific hairdos as well.
Oh, absolutely. Larry Zonka. Trap left, 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. Across to 30, 35, and Selman brings him down for a gain of 8. That's Dewey with both the tackles.
Yeah, Dewey, love him and how.
Corners, Mike Washington and Jarris White. You got to love that hair, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Cedric Brown and Mark Cotney are the safeties for Tampa. 3rd down and 2. 2 tight ends set. Lee joins Hardy. And Williams will now try a trap left. Reese hands it off, and Selman goes, make sure he goes nowhere. A loss of 1, and Dewey's got a hat trick on the first series.
Yeah, he figured in all 3 plays, and they keep running at him. When are they going to figure out to go to the other side?
I don't know. I hear that Don Shula was having a bad hair day. George Roberts is back to punt, and Beasley Reese is back to receive. Miami's with the wind at 0 to 10 miles an hour. So here we go. Punt is away, taken at the 25-30, and hit almost after an 8-yard gain by Ortega. And Tampa Bay sets up from their own 33.
That's some good field position for the Bucs to start up here as we begin the first series for them.
Yep, Ricky Bell and Jerry Eckwood stand behind Doug Williams. That's the big question mark for Tampa, Dave, is just how effective will Williams be?
You know, in my replay, he had there were 4 turnovers for the Buccaneers, and I think there were 3 interceptions, maybe 4, and I think it was 4 interceptions for Williams on the day. You know, if I had to guess, he'd be better off served going to a team like Washington or something like that, Ron.
I think he might find some success there. Jimmy Giles is a tight end. Morris Owens is the wide receiver to the far side. And Isaac Higgins is the wide receiver to the near side. They're going to run early and run often, kind of like a Chicago voter. Ricky Bell off tackle left from the 33. 35, 37. Lyle Blackwood is hurt, and he's out for the game. So a big break already for Tampa. Give Bell 4 yards.
Well, what happened on that play, Ron, is Blackwood went over and actually kicked him in the helmet after the play was over. And I think he hurt his foot when he kicked him in the head. So if Miami's going to play like this, they deserve to get hurt.
Okay. Bobby Cannavale, Bud W., and Sebastian Strat are watching this game from their comfortably air-conditioned skyboxes here. 2nd down and 6. Eckwood sweeps to the right side from the 37, gets a little bit of a block before Gordon tackles him in 39, and now Wilson, the center for Tampa, is out for a couple plays. 3rd and 4.
Oh, now that's not funny right there when you see a Tampa play getting hurt like that. That's not funny.
No. Nope. So the crowd is heavily for the Bucs. But now on 3rd and 4, Williams is going to be forced to pass. Medium cross to Haggins is the call. Williams back to throw. Has time. He's got Haggins for a 1st down. Small makes a tackle after a gain of 15. And Tampa has it 1st and 10 from the Miami 46.
Yeah, and that's the arm we see out of Williams here that got him into this finals matchup against Miami, threading the needle. Receiver was actually held on the play, and he still made the catch with one hand. So referees letting him play today, but Tampa Bay is not letting that deter him, Ron.
Vern DeHerter and Baumhauer are betters are the ends. Baumhauer is a tackle in the middle. Gordon and Bokamper are the outside linebackers. Chambers and Towell cover the middle. Small and Thomas are your corners. Foley and Colsey are your safety. So a mixed bag for Miami as they got their bell rung by Pittsburgh in real life in the playoffs. Sweep right for Ricky Bell from the 46 of Miami. and he gets across the 45, and Benners makes a tackle after a gain of 5.
I'm sorry, Ron. I missed that play. I was in the chat room trying to boot somebody that was rooting for the Dolphins. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. So on the Phil Rizzuto card, it goes down as a WW. Wasn't watching. Eckwood. So we'll sweep it the other way. Now Miami's going to blitz. Screen pass to Bell. Williams waits, goes to the far side. In penalty, it's down though, and it is. So Gordon gets called for the pass interference, and I thought that was pretty blatant.
Yeah, it was. They set up the screen. That was going to go for a touchdown if he didn't grab him and hang on to him and cheat like that. But if that's what Miami has to do today, then that's what Miami has to do, Ron.
A WW counts, by the way, as a cannoli and an unearned run. So 1st and 10 for Tampa from the Miami 36. He's going to try to. No, he's not. Eckwood. Off tackle right from the 36. Across the 35, got a block, and Benners makes a tackle at the 31. So 2 tackles for Doug Benners, and a big hole ripped open by Dave Revis, the right tackle.
A good-looking drive for the Buccaneers to start here in the first quarter. They're down around the 30-yard line. Another 25 or 30 yards. They might be in field goal range.
If they could not move the ball anymore, O'Donohue has an 8% chance of from here.
That's why we need another 30 yards.
Trap lift for Ricky Bell. Flag is down. Bell gets across the 30 to the 28. And Miami played touchy-touchy. Benners wasn't better there on the encroachment. God, he looks like a BG, doesn't he?
What's a BG?
I'd sing for you, but, the cat isn't there to lay on my butt to get my voice that high.
Well, right now the Dolphins are barely staying alive, if you know what I mean.
Yes. So 1st and 10 for Tampa from the Miami 26. Off tackle right to Ricky Bell. And he gets it to the 25, and Small makes the tackle at the 24. And we now go under 9.5 here in the first quarter.
Well, this is going to be a long drive for Tampa Bay. If I was rolling the dice and, game-winning drive or momentum football, it'd be a long drive.
You'd already be done. This is the 9th play coming up, but with Miami with the 2 penalties, it's only taken 3 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when you play these games here compared to the cards and dice games that you play. It's really fun to see how they play out. So this is kind of a longer, sustained drive, whereas you played the dice game, that roll might be something different.
Rick Burns comes in to give Ricky Bell a spell. And he will try a sweep to the right from the 24, Miami. And he's hit by Benners right at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 8.
Boy, they need to pick up at least 5 or 6 more yards to that field goal, I think.
From here, they would have a 43% chance. As Baseball Dimbo says, but it's noon, so you can't have Saturday Night Fever. But you could have a Disco Inferno. So here they're going to throw it. They're going to look at Jimmy Giles on a medium cross on 3rd and long. Williams back to throw. Giles gets in position. Overthrown. And Hannah was out with a knee injury, and so the drive stalls on the Dolphin 24 with 8:27 to go.
Yeah, I just overthrew him there. Double coverage down the middle. Great job by the Dolphin defense on that one.
So O'Donohue will come out. Blanchard will hold it, and Wilson will snap it. This will be from 41 yards, and O'Donohue has a 42.6% chance of knocking this one home. Kick is up. It looks good, and it is. Yarno with the snap and dead center. So 8:23 to go in the first quarter. Tampa did what they needed to do and eat some clock. They lead the Dolphins 3-0.
Isn't that kind of odd? You see a 41, 42-yard field goal. He's got a 43% chance of making it.
Welcome to the 70s, baby. It looked like, though, from the animation that he was a soccer-style kicker.
Yeah, I think they all were by this time.
There were some straight-ahead ones, but I think Miami, Von Schaman, and O'Donohue definitely are the soccer styles. Tony Nathan stands back on his 8. Kozlowski and Davis are the up, and O'Donohue from his 35 boots it to Nathan at the 5, 10, 20, 30, and before Cotney makes the tackle. So 8-17, and Bob Greasy comes back on the field.
Yeah, good starting position for the Dolphins here, down by 3. Let's see if they run to the left 3 more times to try to beat Selman.
So Greasy looks to go to the air. Medium slant to Darrell Harris, but Tampa's going to blitz. So they're going to set up a screen to Zonka on the far side. Greasy throws. It's almost broken up by Brown. Cedric Brown got a hand on it.
That was just a slow developing play. That wasn't going anywhere. Dolphins better off to have that knocked down. That would have been a loss.
Absolutely. So on second down, Tampa's got Miami long again. This time they go off tackle left. And Williams gets it to the 36 before White can make the stop. So third down and 4. Jarris White with his first tackle.
Nice run by Williams. Cut back up the middle. Changed of direction. Got him 6 yards. That was nice.
Short cross to Bruce Hardy. Greasy's going to scramble. Greasy's going to get sacked by Jarrett White. And apparently the play-by-play has been reading some of my stuff because it literally says Don Shula is ticked off. He is slamming things down on the sideline, Dave.
Well, you know, he's telling his offensive line to hold the Tampa Bay defense, literally hold them, because he told the referees not to make any holding calls, and Tampa Bay still fights through all that cheating and clutching and grabbing and sacks the quarterback.
So George Roberts out to punt again. Beasley Reese back to return it from his 24-yard line. Punt is away. Reese has it at the 25. Flag is down as the ball rolls dead, and they'll pick up the flag. So 6.5 to go first quarter. Tampa with the ball again. They lead 3-0.
So let's see if they can drive it down the field again. The Tampa defense looking real good early on in this game.
Eckwood off tackle left on first down. Gets across the 25 and is brought down by Thomas after a gain of 5 at the 29. 2nd and 5 coming up.
I'm sorry, I was on Facebook for a second there. What happened again?
Doug Williams got picked off and Miami scored 14 points.
Oh, all right. Did they have Facebook back in 79?
Are you kidding? Yeah, on your TRS-80 or Apple II. It's Rick Burns. You know, that 1200 baud modem just works so fast on those Facebook memes, too.
I think you loaded it with a cassette, too, I think.
Actually, I think with a Trash 80, you probably would have loaded it with cassette. Burns will sweep to the right side from the 29, and that's about where he stood up by you betters, you bet. Actually, you know, it kind of looks like a cross between a BG and Grizzly Adams. Anyway, it'll be 3rd and 5 for Tampa.
Yeah, that defense is playing like a bear right now.
Yep. Short slant to Jimmy Giles. Williams back to throw. He waits. He covers. Down to the running back. First down at the 40. So we dump it down to Burns, and Burns gets the first down. He got 11 on the play.
That was a nice little dump off to the running back there. I was wondering what Williams was going to do on that. Everybody was covered. It looked like Tom Brady, a little dink and a dunk on that for a first down.
So Williams is now 2 of 3 for 26 yards as Ricky Bill comes back in the game. And they're going to try a short little dumper down to Bell on the far side. He's got it at the 36, 40, 45. Gordon makes a tackle at the 47, a gain of 7. So as you said, little dinks and dunks, and that's how they're doing it.
Boy, I tell you, if this is not 70s football.
Yeah. And this is like mid-70s football. This is run. Eckwood. Trap right. Nope, Miami wasn't ready, and Shula is forced to call time. And he is steaming on the sideline on this 60-degree day in Tampa Bay.
Burning a timeout in the first quarter, never a good thing.
Off tackle right, this time for Eckwood. He tries to find the block. Gordon is there. It's a gain of 1.
You know, it's only a couple of years earlier than this, Ron. This team had only won a couple of games.
Yes. In fact, they went the first full year and a half without
I think they
winning
went
a game.
0-14, and then they ended up going 2-12 the next year. And then a couple years later, here they are in our replay Super Bowl.
All right, so 3rd down and 2. Can Williams run? Yes, he can. He's going to call a bootleg. He's going to wait. He scrambles around. He finds a hole in the Miami territory for a first down, gain of 8, and Rusty Chambers made the tackle. And so, again, they may not be getting a lot of yards per carry, Dave, but they're controlling the ball.
But that was a fantastic call right there. That reminded me of the Steve Grogan bootleg of the old New England Patriots, the old naked bootleg around the side. Nobody picked up Williams. Nobody expected him to run, and 8 yards, good for the first down, and they keep the drive alive.
And you could hear over the PA system, to do run, 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 to do run, run. This time it'll be Bell on the fullback dive from the Miami 44. And Miami read that well. Towell makes the tackle after a gain of 2. Almost the end of the first quarter.
Well, they're still pushing it forward, and that's what you need to do. A few yards at a time. Keep the clock moving against this potent Miami offense.
7 plays, 34 yards, and at least 3:52 on the clock. 2nd down and 8. Eckwood going to go for the Ron Juckett pitch to the near side from the 42. And he's hit by Towell right at the line, and the clock will stop with $1:56.
Yeah, no gain on that. They went really wide. They just ran out of room on the left side. At least it wasn't a safety, though.
It would be hard to take a 58-yard loss, but I've seen stranger things. So
I heard you're in the safety club, the walk-off safety club. You are in the club. You might even be.
We are.
Not only are you a client,
I'm also the president. Well, Dave, if we get one of those today, I can tell you we got delicious lukewarm celery and cold moxie for you.
All right.
Short cross to Giles. Williams throws. Giles has it. First down inside the 30. Foley knocks him down at the 29. And again, Tampa Bay gets a fresh set.
I think that's the biggest gain of the day, 13 yards to this point, isn't it?
I think so. This is not going to be pinball football for sure. Eckwood. Trap left from the Miami 29, tries to find a hole, gets the legs moving, and Towell knocks him down for a gain of 3 as we go under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Well, it's a good thing Miami didn't forget to bring a towel on that play.
2nd and 7. Bell wants to ring this one off tackle, and now Doug Williams has to waste a timeout with 30 seconds to go.
That's weird.
Yep. Bell's just going to run right, but there's a flag down. Uh-oh. So Roberts, the left guard, moved, and that cost Tampa 5 yards.
So they burn a timeout. Now they're going backwards. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Miami fans are getting antsy now. 2nd down and 12 from the 31-yard line. Bell. Sweep right. Far side from the 31. It gets across the 30. And you bet makes a tackle at the 28. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Tampa has stunning Miami. After 1, they lead 3-0.
Well, Miami only had the 2 drives there, and they really didn't go anywhere. They were both 3 and out. And so despite Tampa Bay controlling the clock, it's only 3-0.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Mike Rosso, for the kind words. I appreciate that. And I agree with Demos. They need to go back to the creamsicle.
Yes, the creamsicles were the best. That's why I like them. I don't follow them anymore since they get rid of the creamsicles.
Bob Greasy, by the way, went 0 for 1 in the first quarter and was sacked. So
Yeah,
that
that's
tells you
crazy.
just, I mean, you got to think, in all honesty, this is really the only way that Tampa has a chance is just to be Pac-Man and eat minutes.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at the replay that I did in my cards and dice game, Miami led 7-0 after the first quarter in my playthrough there. It was Miami getting a TD pass after an interception, one of two first quarter interceptions by Tampa Bay's Doug Williams. And so in my playthrough, Miami was up 7-0 after one.
On 3rd and 9, they're going to have to throw it. Short hitch to Isaac Haggins. And Werner Herder got to Williams right from the snap. It's a 5-yard loss. And now they're kind of in no man's land. 4th and 14 from the 33. Too far to go, and they're out of field goal range.
Yeah, they're going to need to kick this one deep, hopefully for a coffin corner kick.
So Doug Williams is going to try the Poochie Poochie. They'll try to drop it inside the 20. Williams will punt. There's a flag down, and it goes out at the 13. Well, now John McKay's got an interesting thing. Do you make him kick it again and take the 5 yards, or give the ball to Miami at the 13?
I think that he'd be smart just to keep the play. The 13-yard line, you're not going to keep punt it much closer to the goal line than that, you know?
So Tampa will concede the play. 14-12 to go in the first half. And now this is only the 6th play from scrimmage for the Dolphins today. Greasy wants to go to the air. Medium slant to Nat Moore. Greasy back to throw. He waits. Moore's open. First down. He gets it across the 30 before Jarris White makes the tackle.
Yeah, we've been waiting to see that all day, Ron. We've been waiting to see Greasy air that out a little bit. Finds Moore over the middle, 17 yards. That's our biggest play of the day so far.
That's right. So 1st and 10, and Miami not in the shadow of their own goal line now. Zonka, trap left from the 30, and he's hit by Selman after a gain of 2.
Still going forward, inch by inch. Now I see Miami taking over this game.
As someone says in the press box, the Dolphins got penalized for excessive whining by Shula.
Pretty much.
Yep. It's not Greasy's fault Miami hasn't moved the football. They just haven't had the football. 2nd and 8. Williams will try a trap to the right side this time. Gets it to the 35 before Selman knocks him down. Now that is Dewey. Dewey's got 5 tackles on the 7 plays that you can get a tackle on.
Yeah, Selman's everywhere right now for the Tampa Bay defense.
So it's going to be a medium slant to Duriel Harris here. About 12 to go in the first half. Greasy is flushed. He throws. Incomplete. Wood ripped it right out of Harris's hands, and it's a deflection. And so Miami, 4 plays and another punt.
Not a big stand by the Tampa Bay defense, although Miami did put together a couple of first downs here.
Still, 30 net yards for the Dolphins in 18 minutes of game time. Roberts going into the win, only a 40-yard average, and Beasley Reese. Well, this has been blocked. I don't know what the hell is going on. Fumble! Tampa's got it, and it's a 19-yard return. So Tay snapped it over the head of Roberts, and Johnson scooped it up, and he ran it to the Miami 6.
Can we watch that again so I can
Let's
get dizzy?
watch that again here. It went over his head. It was finally picked up, and then you can see Johnson scoop it up, and Tampa's got 1st and goal from the 6.
I saw a lot more than that happening on the chalkboard.
I don't know what the hell I just saw.
Oh, either way, it's going to be 1st and goal for the Buccaneers. So, yeah. Just say this stuff doesn't happen in cards and dice. Just saying.
No. And so you hear him chant from the stands, more, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? 2 tight ends set, 2 running backs set. 1st and goal from the 6. Eckwood will get the first crack at this. They're going to try a draw play to him. And he gets to the 5 and he scores. Pay dirt for Eckwood. And Tampa is up 9-0.
Boy, what a change of events. Miami driving the ball. They put together a couple of first downs, incomplete pass. They don't convert, and they had the high snap on the fumble. And then a terrific draw call by the Buccaneers. McKay called it into Williams, said, pretend you're going to pass, hand it off up the middle, and Eckwood with the score. So Buccaneers in control now, but this extra point could be dicey, Ron.
O'Donohue is ready. He gets a boot on it, straight, true, and good. And with 11:48 to go in the first half, we might be dreaming the impossible dream. Tampa Bay 10, Miami nothing.
I'm still not comfortable, though, at 10-0. Still not comfortable, Ron.
All right, O'Donohue. Nathan is back there. O'Donohue from the 35. They're going to return this from 3 yards deep in the end zone to the 5, 10, 15, 20. Right call, tackled by Washington at the 21. And Bob Greasy and company set up from there. 11:37 to go in the first half.
All right, the Dolphins need to put together a drive here. The Tampa Bay defense has been fantastic today, but they do need to get this at least up to midfield on this drive.
Short, flat to Devin Williams. Greasy near sidelines. Williams has it. 20, 25. Wood makes a tackle at the 27. A gain of 6. And at least for Miami, that just gets the ball moving.
Yeah, they want to move forward on this drive. Looked like they were going to gain a lot more than that, but 6 is a good amount of yards on first down.
Zonka will try a trap to the right from the 27. Tries to find some room. Crowder makes a tackle. 3rd and 1.
Big third down here in the second quarter run. This is a big third down.
Don't forget your glasses, Sarah. You can see from doing it this way that the chalkboard moves a lot slower than what I'm seeing. 3rd and a short 1. Williams on the dive. Flag is down. Somebody jumped. It'll be Newman. Newman with a false start, and Don Shula continues to whine like he's got a bottle of grape juice there. So Newman, the left guard. And so it's going to be Duriel Harris here on 3rd and 6. On a short cross. Greasy is already in trouble. He throws. He tried to get it down to Zonka, and it's incomplete. 3 and out for the Dolphins.
That was almost intercepted there. Miami, 3rd and 1. They take the penalty. Now it's a bad pass by Greasy on a little dump to Zonka, and he missed them. And now they're going to kick it away.
Let's see. How old was Sarah when this game was theoretically played? She would have been 6. George Roberts out to punt again. I mean, this is a case of anything that can go wrong will for Miami. Reese stands on his own 30. This time the punt's away. Reese from his 40. Caught at the 37. A.J. Dewey makes a tackle at the 39. So with 10:09 to go in the first half, Tampa has it. 10-0 the lead.
Boy, it's really been a field possession game thus far. Tampa Bay starting field position has probably been their own 35. Miami probably been their own 17 or 18. And Miami just can't move the ball right now.
They're playing both offenses, just in case people are wondering. The computer runs the defenses, and I switched it to a neutral field. So theoretically, Tampa does not have the quote-unquote 3-point advantage that they would have at home. Ricky Bell. Trap left on first down from the 39, and he gets it to the 40, and Towell makes a stop at the 41. A gain of 2, and the clock ticks under 10 to go.
Yeah, positive yardage here, grinding out at the yards on the ground right now. That's all Tampa Bay needs to do.
16 carries, 48 yards. It's not a great average, but the clock is in their favor. Eckwood, who scored the touchdown, will try a sweep to the right from the Tampa 41. Gets it to the line of scrimmage, and Betters made the better play. That's a 6th tackle, and it's now 3rd down and 8 with about 9 to go.
This is a 3rd and long right now for Tampa Bay. Boy, if they make this, keep that clock going, it'll be a nice play for them. But this positive yardage and looking for a good punt right now is what I would be doing.
Morris Owens on a medium out is the call. Williams back to throw it. Is blitzed. He throws. Owens has it. First down. Thomas makes a tackle after a gain of 15.
Boy,
So
Morris out there, he's got those cat-like reaction, Morris does.
Yep. So Williams, surprisingly enough, is 5 of 6 for 61 yards. Wow. Ricky Bell, trap right from the 44 Miami, and he's hit by the commissioner at the 43.
I just got that commissioner thing, by the way.
Doesn't look like.
Yeah. It took me a second.
Yeah, well, if you'd stop drinking so heavily at the rink, you might get the jokes a little bit quicker. So they're going to try a throw here on 2nd down. I don't think they've tried that yet. Isaac Haggins, not Haggis, Haggins, on a medium cross. Williams blitzed, scrambles, dumps it down to Bell. I think, no, it's Eckwood, and Eckwood got 7. So the couple times that he's been forced out of the pocket, Williams has made the play.
Making some smart plays back there. Williams is looking for the medium cross, didn't have it, dumped it off again. That's the 2nd time he's checked down low, Tom Brady-esque, I would say, and picking up bundles of yardage here.
6 of 7 for 68 yards, and Tampa is 5 for 7 on 3rd down. Ricky Bell, sweep. Left side to the near side from the 36. Gets a block, 1st down and more. Hit by Small at the 31. Gain of 5. 1st down, Tampa.
They've been going to the right on these sweeps and these runs so long. I think Miami was expecting it to the right. When they come back to the left, they didn't have the coverage there, and the drive continues.
Yep, so 1st and 10. Tampa driving it down. They actually are in kind of field goal range for O'Donohue. It would be a rather lopsided coin, but at least they could try to score it with anyway. Fresh set. And Davis comes in to spell Eckwood. Johnny Davis. Trap left. 1st and 10 from the 31 across the 30. Towel makes the tackle at the 28, gain of 3, and we're going to be under 6 at the next snap.
Well, they bring in some fresh legs and gain of 3 yards right now. Tampa Bay offense is moving quite well here. They're resting that defense that has played fantastic to this point.
Ricky Bell, left tackle left to the near side from the 28, and he stood up by Chambers for no gain. But we now have 6 minutes to go on the clock.
Yeah, Tampa Bay grinding it out there. Maybe push forward for a few more yards, get a better field goal try here, go up by 2 scores.
Short cross to Giles. Williams throws incomplete. And finally, Miami makes the stop on 3rd and long. And so O'Donohue will try this from 45 yards. A 35.7% chance of making this to give Tampa a 13-point lead. As soon as I can put my mouse on the thingy. Blanchard to hold. Up. Oh, no. So Hannah, the left tackle, I wonder if that's any relation to John.
It looks a lot like him.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Makes the move, and that knocks out Tampa out of field goal range. So it's going to be you're almost at the point where you got to go with Williams on the pooch. In fact, that's what they're going to do. Williams will poochy again. And he gets it away, and that's a decent punt. Where does it go roll out of bounds? At the 13. Take the 20 yards, just like before, with 5:21 to go in a half. Miami starts down 10 from their own 13, but man, it feels like a bigger deficit than that, doesn't it?
Boy, yeah, and Williams is doing it all. He's passing, he's running, he's kicking. It's like it's George Blanda from your AFL games.
That's right. That's right.
See how I worked that in there? See how I
You
worked that in?
did a good job. Nat Moore. Medium slant, 1st and 10. Greasy is blitzed. He throws. He's got more open. And Washington makes a tackle at the 25 or the 27 after a gain of 14.
Another big game for the Dolphins there. They can put together a scoring drive here. They'll be right back in this game at halftime.
Trap right to Zonka from the 27. And he's hit behind the line by Selman for a loss of 1. So Dewey Selman has 6 tackles.
Boy, fantastic game for the Selman boys here. And this one here, they just can't get around them. They go left, they go right, and they got a Selman in their way no matter where they go.
Delvin Williams on a flat pass is the call. Greasy dumps it down. It's caught. 1st down and more, 45-yard line. Zonka for a gain of 18, and Dewey makes a tackle again.
Yeah, that's a huge play for Miami there, dumping it off to the running back. Tampa was playing deep on that one.
Delvin Williams. Pitch left on 1st and 10 from the Miami 44. Tries to sweep around. He does. Wood knocked him down or out of bounds at the 47, a gain of 3, and there's 3:01 left to go in the half.
Well, now they got to start thinking about the clock. They're at midfield, but they're not getting the big gain. They get the 118-yard gain, but these 3- and 4-yard gains, they might run out of time. They've already used up a timeout as well.
Yep, they got 2 timeouts left. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. And, of course, the 2-minute warning for Miami. So they can pretty much call everything in their arsenal, which includes a trap left to Zonka from the 47. And again, this time it's Lewis. Knocks him down for a loss of 1.
Lewis was being blocked on that play, and if Zonka had made the cut around him, he had plenty of green in front of him, but Lewis fights off the block, tackles him down, and now we got a big 3rd and long for Miami.
3rd and 8 for Miami. Tampa called timeout. Ed Newman made the bad block, but he was a hell of a reporter. See if anybody got that. So Bruce Hardy.
I didn't get that.
What?
I didn't get that.
Okay. Short cross to Hardy. 3rd and 8. Greasy back to throw. He does. Incomplete. Right through the hands of Cockney and Miami. This drive will stall at midfield.
Yeah, another near interception by the Tampa Bay defense. They're going to get one before this day's over. I can feel it.
George Roberts has been busy. He's probably been the busiest Miami player. Back to punt again. Tampa will try to return this from inside the 15. Reese, right there. 20, 25, 30. He's knocked down at the 29 by Towel. So 2:45 to go. They have 1 timeout left, and they lead 10-0.
A nifty little return, get them up, over to 25. Now you got to see what they're going to do. You wonder if they're going to just kind of grind this clock out, if they're going to go for some more points.
Baseball Demos got that. Ron Juckett and Dave Gardner here on a beautiful afternoon in Tampa. 60 degrees. Tampa has the wind at their backs. They lead the game-winning drive bowl 10-0 in the latter stages of the first half. They can go 3 wide. Let's throw them up. Mucker is the 3rd wide receiver, and as I'll steal the pun from Baseball Demos, if it's Mucker, it has to be good. You okay back there?
I am. I'm just getting another Sanka right now.
Off tackle left from Ricky Bell. They're going to run out of the formation, and Miami snipped that one up. Colsey stoned him at the 30. I don't think it's legal yet in Florida, though. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Well, we're playing the game in California right now, so.
No. Dave, are you from Australia?
The Rose Bowl. They're playing at the Rose Bowl, aren't they? They're supposed to be
playing at Tampa, but without home field advantage.
Oh, okay. Because the original game was in the Rose Bowl.
The true championship was at the Rose Bowl.
That's all right.
We'll have to talk about you probably can make these fields pretty easily. Be kind of cool.
I think somebody probably did make some of the championship fields.
Jimmy Giles on a medium slant. Miami's going to blitz out of the nickel. Screen to pass to Bell. Williams throws. Bell's open. 25, 30, 35. First down.
Whoa, big first
Gordon
down.
makes the tackle, and they are literally living the life of Riley, Dave. Everything they're doing is going right.
It's all the little things, Ron, right now that's working out for them, and that's why they're up 10-0.
So at the 2-minute warning, Tampa has the ball on their own 40. One timeout left and a 10-0 lead.
So what are you seeing so far out of this Buccaneer team?
They're just, Williams is only supposed to be a 40% completed passer. He's 7-9. He's just, every time they get third and long, I mean, Miami's done a good job shutting down the run, but they keep letting Williams escape on third and long.
He's only got 78 yards throwing right now, but they've been key completions.
Absolutely. 1st and 10. They stay 3 wide. Mucker on a short slant. Williams has time. He throws over the middle. He tried to find Ricky Bell, and that's incomplete.
That didn't work. Bell was covered, had a man right on him, dropped the ball, saved the clock. Probably a good play.
So they're picking on your accent.
Stop. Just stop. I don't have an accent.
2nd down and 10. Bell going to try the dive here with 1 timeout left, and that goes nowhere. Kim Bokamper knocked him down for a loss. So this is the problem, that when Tampa Bay needs to score in a hurry, they're just not set up for that.
So you wonder right now if they just want to hand it off and grind this clock down a little bit, give Miami less time to work with.
Well, Miami took a timeout, 3rd down and 11. And so I think John McKay says, fine, you want to burn, we'll burn. Trap left for Eckwood on 3rd down. He gets across the 40 to the 45. Foley makes a tackle. They get 6, and Miami will concede and call the timeout with 1:41 left. 4th and 5, and out comes Tampa's punting unit.
So I think this is the first punt for the Tampa punter, I believe.
It is. It's Tom Blanchard, by the way. And Tony Nathan back to return for Miami. And this one, with the wind, should set Miami back deep. And in fact, it's going to go inside the 10. Miami's already called for the fair catch at the 14-yard line, and that's where, or the 12-yard line there. Nathan actually dropped the ball and had to cover it back up. Wowzers. So Miami, with 95 seconds left, with no timeouts, is on the 12. Tampa, by the way, gets the ball to start the second half.
So let's see, 1:35 to go. They're going to have to come out running and gunning here if they want to get down the field. No timeouts.
We'll do that at the half. Oh, you are just getting hammered in the chat, my friend.
Oh.
So they're going to try one pass here. They're going to try an out pattern to Duriel Harris and see if anything can come of it. Greasy to throw down the sidelines, complete to Harris, and it's a gain of 8. Well, that, is 2nd down and 2 with 1:28 to go. And so Shula at this point will call off the Pooches. Zonka on a dive, and he got the first down. And the clock running, 1st and 10 from the Miami 22. All right, we're going to try another out pattern here. Nap Moore on a medium out. Greasy back to throw it. He throws. Flag is down. Jarris White is tangled up with him. Uh-oh. Jarris White gets called for the pass interference, and I can see Dave Heumann from here.
Well, that's actually not a bad play. It's only 7 yards down the field right now, so it is an automatic first down. But it still wasn't one of these long pass interference calls that you see nowadays.
Greasy's going to try to bomb one down the field. Long slant to Nat Moore. Greasy wants something. He waits. He throws. He got him. Incomplete. Brown broke it up. And what can Cedric Brown do for you? He can deflect a pass, and it's 2nd and 10 with 47 seconds left.
You got to take the chances down the field. Late in the half, you're down by 10. There's no more games after today.
So that'll be it. Off tackle right for Zonka, and that should be it for the first half. He's hit by Selman. 3rd and 10. Tampa can stop it once, and they do. So Dewey Selman with 8 tackles in the first half, and it's going to force Miami, 3rd and 10, to do something here.
That's an interesting call on 3rd down.
Well, 2nd down.
No, yeah. 2nd down going into 3rd. Yeah, that's very strange.
It won't matter. We're just going to do a dive to Delvin Williams. He gets across to 30, and Selman again with a tackle at the 32. Dewey's got 9, and it's halftime. With the score, Tampa 10, Miami nothing. This is the game-winning drive bowl on Retro Sports Network. All right, let me do something real quick here. All right, you can see me. Dave, tell people about game-winning drive.
Okay, so game-winning drive is a cards and dice game that you can pick up at downeygames.com. It's one of the 2 football games I got, fairly inexpensive to play. They send you the PDFs and you print out the rules and the score sheets and a whole bit. What's really fun is that you set up the game in advance. So you have your score sheet, okay, and then you compare the 2 teams and you figure out what rolls of the dice result in scores and what rolls of the dice do not result in scores. And then from there, you can figure out your touchdown runs, your field goals, and the punts and interceptions and the whole bit. So it takes 3 or 4 minutes to set up your score sheet, and then you can fly through a game rolling the dice. It's really fun. I think I was playing games in about 15 to 16 minutes, Ron, when I played them. And that was while streaming as well. So that was adding some things to the broadcast. But it's just a dice-driven game. No charts to work from. You have just the team cards that, you compare offense to defense, and you set up your numbers. And once that's set up, you just start rolling the dice, and the teams alternate drives, hence the name, game-winning drive, okay? Each team gets 5 drives and a half, so 10 total, and then same in the second half. And it's really, really a lot of fun. It really is. I played the whole 79-80 playoffs, as we talked about, and this was the matchup we had in the finals. In my matchup, Williams had thrown for 3 interceptions in that first half, and Miami led at the half 7-3. So just both games are actually quite low scoring games, as you see. So both in my playthrough and yours. But a game winning drive, yeah, if you like a cards and dice simulation game, it's fantastic to play. It's really not that expensive. And the hard part is just setting up the score sheet. And once you get that taken care of and you got the rolls of the dice, so you know if you roll 11 to 26, that's a score. If not, it's not a score. And that's basically all it is. Really fun, really simple to play. I had an absolute blast with it. And I'm actually going back and I'm replaying all the Tampa Bay games of that season offline just to see how they fared compared to real life.
And what's the quick record on that?
It's not as good as they actually were. They started off a house of fire. I want to say that they were 6-0 or 6-1 in real life, and I think I'm 4-2 right now.
That's not terrible then.
No, it's not. But I lost. I come out winning 3 games, I think, and then I dropped 2 out of 3 or something like that. So I'm definitely not doing as well as Tampa did in real life with this replay. What I'm hoping to do is finish this replay. I want to go into Action PC like you got here, and I want to just simulate a season. I'm not going to play any games, simulate it out. And then I might even go into, boy, what's that other football game that we
Momentum?
played? No, not Momentum. It's the computer game there. Mogul.
Oh, Football Mogul, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about going into Football Mogul and just simulating a game there. Then I'll have the 3 seasons to compare and see how they all panned out, and then just post some results.
All right, real quick, so to go back to the game, this must surprise you, what we've seen so far in the first half.
Well, I'm not surprised about the Tampa Bay defense. I mean, the Tampa Bay defense is fantastic, and it was back in 79, 80. I am surprised Miami can't get anything going in this game. I'm really surprised that, they keep running into a Selman brother, when they run. Greasy's got a couple of pass completions, but nothing, really worth talking about. And Williams has played a strong, steady game. He's run the ball. He's passed the ball. Tampa Bay is just playing slow and steady, and that might win the race here. But if Miami gets going, that's what I'm worried about, is Miami catching fire in this game. And right now, they just can't get it over midfield.
Okay, so let me leave it on myself here. Sorry for the disco stuff. Really quick, here's the stats: 5 of 10 for Greasy for 63 yards. They're averaging 1.2 yards per carry. They have 14 rushes for 17 yards. Tampa's defense has done the job. They've run the ball well too. So you ready for the second half?
I am. I got a fresh Sanka going on here, and I got the Chesterfields off to the side in case I need them, in case it gets close.
So they keep calling for Strzok, but I don't think Greasy has played that badly, to be honest. Well, we'll see. Tampa gets the ball. Ragsdale is back deep to receive. Haggins and Davis are the upmen of the 15. Von Schaman boots it 1 yard deep in the end zone, taking out there 5, 10, 20, 30, 1 yard line. Besselo with the top. So first time we've seen Ragsdale today, and it's a gain of 32. Tampa 29 minutes and 51 seconds away from an unlikely championship, has it 1st and 10 from their 31.
That's a nice return right there, Ron. Get out to the 30-yard line again off a kickoff return. Try to get the field position game going for them. They just want to keep Miami deep in their own end. So getting out to the 30 on this drive is key.
So Herb Pilgrim, by the way, was on the Selman Expressway a short while ago in Brandon.
That's why you're here, Ron.
I just looking over at the chat. Johnny Davis will start the game, or start the half, and he'll go on the dive, 1st and 10 from the 31. He gets it to the 36 before Gordon can make the tackle, gain of 5, and at least on the first play, second verse, same as the first.
That's a nice little drive right up the middle, 5 yards. I think they were expecting a run to the right or the left, and this time they went right up the middle. They fooled Miami defense, and Don Shula is not happy, Ron. You can see him on the sideline. He's beside himself. So there's 2 Don Shulas right now.
That's right. Yes. Now, if one starts grabbing for Chesterfields, we'll know that there's trouble. Ricky Bell sweeps it to the far side from the 36, and Miami read that one all the way. Gordon with a tackle after a loss of 3, and you can hear the Tampa Bay faithful unhappy about that. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in this game. They've been getting positive yardage practically every play, and this is a rare loss.
Short hitch to Jimmy Giles. Nope. Screen to Johnny Davis. Near side. Williams is hit from behind by Betters. Den Herder and Betters got in the backfield, and Betters got the better of it. And Williams finds some grass. It'll be 4th and 16 from the 25.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that call come in from Al Red Sox fan from the Tampa sideline. And that just goes for an 8-yard loss right there. Not good. Miami trying to get back in this game, and that play could turn things around.
Tom Blanchard with the win, punting to Tony Nathan, who bobbled his first return. And Nathan from the 30, 35, 39-yard or 37-yard line. Richard Wood with the tackle. And they're going to at least stick with Greasy for this series as he gets his best field position of the day from the Miami 37.
I don't know what it is about this channel in football games, but it tends to bench the top-rated quarterbacks on your channel, Ron, for some reason.
Jack Kemp will get his chance for redemption Friday night at 7, speaking of promotions and benchings, as the Los Angeles Chargers take on Hank Stram's Dallas Texans on the AFL Game of the Week. The AFL swings on RSN Friday night at 7. Daryl Harris on a medium cross on 1st and 10. Greasy Well protected, incomplete. Washington swatted it away.
I think they were expecting that pass, actually. They know Miami's got to try to get something going here. And they had the nickel defense in there, I think.
3-4 basic short zone.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Yep. Off tackle right to Zonka from the 37. He gets it to the 39 before David Logan makes the tackle. I mean, here's a big thing. I mean, these are running first teams, and Tampa has held Miami to 19 yards on 15 carries.
Yeah, that's really crazy. They're just only getting a yard or two out of whack, if that.
Medium cross to Nat Moore. Greasy has time. He's going to scramble, and he won't get it. He got 4 yards, and he needed 8.
Boy, nothing going there for the Dolphins right now. Everybody covered. Greasy took off running for his life, as you say. And he just ran out of room. If he tried to go any further, he probably would have got killed, and Strock would have been in the game by default at that point.
You got to wonder if they're at least going to try Strock for a series. At least Miami will punt from their own 43 and pin Tampa back. George Roberts into the wind for Beasley Reese. And Reese will call a fair catch from inside the 15. Takes it at the 16-yard line, and with 11:02 to go in the third quarter, Tampa takes over. 1st and 10.
I think this is their worst starting field position of the game, so field position could be coming into play right now. A couple first downs, though, will get Tampa right back into that field position game, though.
Eckwood will sweep it to the right side from the 16. Gets a block across the 20. Colsey makes the tackle. And Kim Bocamper is the one limping off the field. He is done for the game. And that is a huge injury for the Dolphins.
And he is not a happy camper.
No. Ricky Bell, 2nd down. Trap right from the 22. Tries to get yardage. He gets 3. He needed 4. It's 3rd down and 1. The clock running. Under 11 to go here in the third.
Boy, key 3rd down here. Dolphin defense needs to come up big to get their offense back on the field.
Williams going to call his own number on a bootleg. And does he get it? Yes, he got the Dave Gardner mark and got the 1st down. That was a yard just barely.
Yeah, I don't even want to go and measure that one. Let's just continue on.
Eckwood. Trap right, 10 to go in the quarter. 1st and 10 from the 26. Small makes a tackle after a gain of 3, and the look is 2, 3, 4 yards at a time, but it's effective.
Small bites at the apple, Ron. How many licks does it take to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop?
My goodness gracious. Apparently, this is their 41st. Well, with the Williams sack, 43rd play from scrimmage with 9 to go here in the third quarter. Bell. Trap right from the 29. He gets it across to 30. He gets 3 more. And now you're going to have, what do you do here in 3rd and 4?
Boy, I tell you, they've been getting 2 to 3 yards on the run. It's going to be tough getting 4 on the ground. Maybe some kind of a short out or a short pass of some kind.
Giles. Short slant, but the flag is down. Somebody moved. Roberts, the left guard.
Well, that makes it interesting now.
Now you got to try something on a medium level. Giles will try a medium cross. From the 27, Williams rolls right, throws. Caught! A long pass to Eckwood, and it's a gain of 27.
Holy smokes, Ron. That's the biggest gain of the day, 27 yards. It looked like he overthrew his man, but the running back, Eckwood, ran a deep pattern on that one there, and he hauls it in. That's probably the biggest play of the game right now. That was a 3rd and long, and the Buccaneers have it now in Dolphin territory with the clock still running.
8 to go, clock running. Eckwood. Trap left from the Miami 46. He gets it to the 44. Baumhauer on the tackle. But again, tick, tick, tick.
And then it's the field position game we talked about. They started this drive around the 15-yard line, and they're already at the 44 of Miami.
Ricky Bell will sweep it to the far side from the 44. They read that one all the way. 3rd and 8 as Rusty Chambers makes his 5th stop.
So now, can Williams pull it out of the fire again here on 3rd down, or this time will the Dolphins defense step up and force a punt?
Isaac Haggins on a short cross. Williams throws. 1st down, Haggins. He runs to the middle of the field, but Ricky Bell is hurt. He'll be back. He's grabbing his hammy. And so it's a 1st down. Davis and Eckwood are now in the backfield. Actually, Burns and Davis are in the backfield to give Eckwood some time away.
That's a big loss for Tampa right now. Bell has been grinding it out on the ground in this game.
Tampa has 33 carries for 84 yards. Johnny Davis off tackle right. 6:07 to go in the 3rd. And Small knocks him right down after a gain of 1. Bell is back in the ball game. He got some Gatorade in his spine. It's just a cramp.
So let's see if he can play. See if that hamstring's going to bother him at all, because they're going to need him the rest of the way.
Trap right to Burns from the 31. Finds a block. Baumhauer makes the tackle after a gain of 4. And it's 3rd and 5. Was it someone in the chat was suggesting about Woody Hayes in Ohio State ball? This has been 3 yards in a cloud of beach sand.
Yeah, this actually has not been a game that you're going to go back and watch again.
There have been 23 combined passing attempts. Morris Owens on 3rd and 5 on the short slant. Williams throws. 1st down. Flag is down. Gain of 11. And that's a freebie play. Baumhauer made contact. But you're taking the yards, and so it's 1st and 10 from the Miami 16.
Boy, this is a Cleveland Browns-esque type of drive for the Buccaneers, back when the Browns used to have these 10-minute drives back in the day with Brian Sipe, and that's what we're seeing here, a long, sustained drive, grinding out this clock here in the 3rd quarter.
Apparently, Baseball Demos is a huge Dolphin fan, because now they're saying the fix is in and the Dolphins are wearing black shoes.
Has Miami had the ball in this 3rd quarter yet?
Maybe once. Yeah, they had the one drive and they went 3 and out. When you're only averaging 1.4 yards a carry, you're not going to get the ball very often. Ricky Bell sweeps to the right. 1st and 10 from the 16. He gets to the sidelines and Foley knocks him down for a loss of 3.
Yeah, he's not running as fast. That hamstring was bothering him on that play.
Eckwood will come in. So 4:42. Clock stopped. 2nd and 13. And they're going to 3 wide. I'm not sure what they're going to do out of it yet, but they're going to 3 wide. Eckwood will try the draw. See if Miami's watching for it from the 19. 15, 10, 5. 1st and goal from the 1. Thomas saves a touchdown on the huge 18-yard carry by Jerry Eckwood.
I think that's the 2nd time they've run a draw like that in this game, Ron, for big yardage up the middle. Miami spread out wide. John McKay's out coaching Don Shula right now, and Shula not happy about it whatsoever.
14 plays, 83 yards, 6:33 off the clock, 2 tight end set. Obranovich joins Giles. Ricky Bell on a dive play from the 1. No! Towel knocks him down for a loss of 1.
Well, they're going to grind it out, take a couple more plays, take some time off the clock, as long as they can get in that end zone.
Another touchdown here would be huge. Two-Chine and said Eckwood this time on the drive, and he's got pay dirt. 15 plays, 82 yards, 7:55 off the clock, and they're living La Vida Loca in Tampa.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm doing a dance right now, but I got Sanka coffee going all over the place here in the booth.
So here comes O'Donohue for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's wide left.
Wow, that you expected that. O'Donohue, not a good kicker. He got him into the playoffs, but here in the big game, he needs to come through with that.
So 3:01 to go, and Regis has just handed Miami a lifeline. Tampa 16, the Dolphins nothing. And yep, I see Don Strock warming on the sidelines. Nathan to return this from his goal line. 10. Ball is loose, covered up by Lewis at the 19, and Tampa's got the ball back.
Holy cow. Wow, this game just going bad to worse for Miami right now. A fumble on the kickoff. After they missed the extra point, the momentum could have swung back for Miami, but it did not. They fumbled the ball, and now Buccaneers can grind out some more clock, maybe tack on a field goal and put this thing out of reach.
The only way the Dolphins can get pay dirt is to buy it off of eBay, Baseball Demo says. Unbelievable turn of events here. 1st and 10. Ballin Davis in the backfield. Johnny Davis. Trap right from the 19-yard line. He's finding room. He gets to the 10. He's got a first down.
Oh, boy. Now they're in the red zone already. Dolphin defense is tired, Ron. They've been out there. How many plays has the Dolphins defense been out there for now? 40, 50?
54, I think. 55. We still have a quarter left. 1st and goal from the 8. Bell. Dive play. From the 8. He gets to the 5. He's going to score. It is 22-0 Tampa Bay.
Up the middle, Ron, that Miami is just not playing well up the middle in the red zone. This is the 3rd score by running it right up the gut on this Dolphin defense. And I don't know what Shula is going to tell these guys to do, but they're just not making the plays they need to play right now.
41 carries for 124 yards and 3 scores. You can forgive that 3-yard and average carry when you can pound it in for 18 points. O'Donohue. This time he barely makes the extra point. 2:04 to go in the 3rd. Tampa 23, Miami nothing.
This is a shocker. This is a shocker here, Ron.
I am absolutely stunned. This, of all the crazy games that we've had, this may be it. I did not expect this in the least.
No, you were telling me to prepare for a huge Miami win and don't unsubscribe from my channel if it happens. And now here we are with Buccaneers in the driver's seat.
You're going to give me a reason to unsubscribe for the channel sometime in the next 40 minutes. I guarantee it.
I've already unsubscribed.
I bet you to yourself, yes. Nathan 1 yard deep in the end zone. Let's see what happens this time. 10, 20, 20-yard line, 21-yard return, and Don Strock comes in.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. We're bringing in Strock. And I'm looking in the chat room here, and Rob has changed the channel. He's watching an infomercial on the Fry Daddy right now. So
those air fryers, I hear wonderful things about them, and you can probably get them at Amazon.com. What do you think? Should the Dolphins take up body painting?
I think they need to do something different. Whatever they're doing right now, it ain't working.
So Strock is going to have to go there on 1st down. Going to try a short hitch to Harris. Strock back in the pocket. Waits, throws, complete to a running back. Flag is down. It's a gain of 9. Man, when it rains, it pours. They got called for the Don Cherry call, 12 too many men on the field.
I don't think I've ever seen 12 men on the field on the offense called in my entire life.
So Don Shula, you could watch his hair turning gray in real time on the sideline. Maybe Al Red Sox fan can buy him a snowplow. First and 15, a buck 53 to go here in the third quarter. Tampa 23, Miami nothing. Short hitch to Nat Moore. Strock has time. He dumps it down to a running back. Selman makes a tackle at Zonka. So Dewey Selman has 10 tackles. That's a gain of 4. And that's only the 30th play from scrimmage for the Dolphins.
And it still leaves them second and very long right now.
And 11 yards. Williams on a trap left from the 19. He gets across the 20, and Johnson knocks him down at the 21.
Tampa defense playing very, very inspired ball right now, especially after that fumble on the kickoff.
I can't find an easy play here for Miami to call. Medium cross to Duriel Harris. This time Strock has time. He flicks it down to Zonka, who is hit for a 1-yard gain, and Dewey Selman, one of the many, many MVPs for Tampa, now has 11 tackles, 4th and 8. And Miami will let the clock run out. They will punt in a moment. After 45 minutes here in the game-winning drive bowl, Tampa 23, Miami nothing.
Well, if you go back to my replay on this game and game-winning drive, Ron, it was 17-3 Miami after 3. And that's actually how the game would end. There would be no scoring in the fourth. But it would be, Miami. Actually, Miami got a punt return for a TD in my replay for their second touchdown of the game. So, yeah, we're seeing some very, very different results here between the game-winning drive that I played and the Action PC football here.
Kind of hard because everything is after the fact. And, I was kind of hoping that Tampa would give Miami a good game. But I didn't expect this to go behind the woodshed. This is, if you like big juicy hamburgers and everything ground together, man, this game is for you.
Look at that. I like big juicy hamburgers.
So do I. Net offense, Tampa 239, and they've had the ball 29 minutes. Miami 89 yards in 16 minutes.
Wow, it's just been a long drive, ball controlling game for Tampa Bay, and now they're about to get the ball back.
Yep, and Miami punting with the win. George Roberts comes out for the 87th time today. And Beasley Reese is driven back to his 30, and will let the ball go right. That was a 1-yard loss. A.J. Dewey made the best play for Miami all day. Right there, a 50-yard punt. Tampa starts the fourth quarter from their own 28-yard line.
So now it's just grind them out right now on the ground right now. So Miami's got to be expecting that.
Absolutely. Davis. Trap left on 1st and 10. Flag is down. Towell makes the tackle for a 1-yard loss. But Miami goofed. Vern der Herder, better known as the Swedish Chef, has an encroachment against him, and he moves the ball 5 yards forward. That's a 6-yard penalty. Dave?
Now it's 1st and 5 right now. You're just giving Tampa a free play. You're giving them a 1st and short right now. 3 chances to get 5 yards and continue that clock moving. Just more mistakes right now for the Dolphins.
Off tackle left for Ricky Bell. 1st and 5. He gets across. He's got the first down. Now Davis is hurt. So the clock stops, and Eckwood is back in, but they had 3 chances to get 5 and did it in 1.
And the clock will continue to roll here in the fourth quarter, and Miami just watching this game slip away.
Off tackle, right tackle. No! Busted play. Williams, he actually got across the line of scrimmage and somehow turned out that pile of cow poop into a chocolate cream pie. He got 2.
That's how it's going today for Tampa Bay, Ron. They just can't make any mistakes. And if they do, they rebound with a play like that. Busted play, gain of 2. I think Miami would take that at this point.
I think Miami would take anything positive. Eckwood. Off tackle right. Clock running. 14 to go. Eckwood keeps the legs moving for 3. Davis is back in the game. And now it's 3rd and 5.
So we keep saying key third downs, but this really is, if Miami can't stop them now, it's going to chomp another 2 to 3 minutes off the clock, and that just won't be enough time, barring any miracles. So they do need to stop them here on 3rd and 5.
Tampa is 10 of 15 on 3rd down.
Where do you see that? Oh, down the bottom on the right.
Okay. It's hard to see because you can't do it on the right resolution that we normally would, but
okay.
But that is a stunning statistic. Haggins on a short cross. Williams is flushed. He flips it down to Chambers, who gets 1, so they don't make it. Here, can't talk, Ricky. And so they're forced to punt.
And so, yeah, Miami defense coming up here. So they needed that stop. They really did, and they got it. And now they get the ball back. Now they're going to make something happen on offense.
It's up to Strock. Blanchard will punt into the wind. Nathan will try to do something from inside his 15. 12:54 and change to run. Nathan to the 20. 25. He's tackled by Wood. A gain of 9. And so Strock and company take over from the Miami 23.
So they got a long field here. They need points. They need to get something out of this drive.
Baseball Demos is as jaded as ID on a Saturday night. And Rob says the MVP for the Dolphins is the bus driver. He has the bus cranked and ready to leave after it's over. So Nat Moore, finally they might be able to throw the football. Short slant to Moore. Strock is pressured. He throws. Moore's got it. First down. No, a gain of 9. He got the Red Sox spot. But Miami finally with an easy play. 2nd and 1.
Positive yards. They need to get 9 or 10 a whack now. They need to move down the field in a hurry.
Williams, they're going to try to get a first down. They do. He gets across to the 38-yard line, a gain of 6. And that's what they have to do, just kind of matriculated. First and 10 from the Miami 38.
Tampa playing a soft defense right now, playing the big play, letting them take all the yards up the middle they want.
Hardy on a short hitch. Strock to throw. Incomplete. But Logan pulled his groin. So they're going to, someone will have to fluff that back into place, and he'll be back in a few plays. 2nd and 10.
That's never a bad thing. Well, the good thing is that they're in Florida, and I heard there's places in Florida that do that kind of stuff.
Especially in the Tampa area, yes. So, Nat Moore, medium pass. Strock protected, throws. First down right at midfield. Gain of 12, 1st and 10.
I think this might be the first time Miami's been over midfield in this game, Ron.
2nd time. They haven't been in the red zone, but they barely made it. Well, technically, it's on the 50. Harris. Short hitch. Strock. Quick throw. First down. Washington makes the tackle. Logan feels better. And it's a gain of 12. 1st and 10 from the Tampa 38.
Dinkin and Duncan, 9, 10, 12-yard gains right now. They're moving it down the field. It just took them 4 quarters to get it done.
They look to Hardy again. Short cross. Strock back to throw. Is flush. Throws it down. Incomplete to Zonka. Clock stops. 9:47 to go.
What is this drive? 6 minutes, 39 seconds. This drive is taking them, I think. Is that how I'm reading that right?
6 plays, 39 yards, and it's taken 3:02 off the clock.
Okay, so 3:02 off the clock. That ain't so bad. Yeah, they need that. They need to hurry this up. They need 3 scores.
They just
maybe 4 actually.
Yeah, there's no 2-point conversion in 1979.
Nope.
Daryl Harris, medium slant. Strock back to throw. He flips it down to Zonka across the 30. It's a gain of 9. Dewey Selman with his 12th tackle, 3rd and 1. 9:40, clock running. So Strock has done yeoman's work. The Dolphins, by the way, are 0 for 8 on 3rd down today.
Well, they're going to need this. They get 2 downs to make 1 yard.
Shaka on the dive. They just want the 1st down. They're going to get it. Gain of 3. Lewis with the tackle. And Strock hurries him up to the line. 8:58 clock running from the 26. Going to try Harris for a long pass in the end zone. Strock back. Rumbles, throws it down. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, you
Daryl
knew that was
Harris.
coming. You knew it was coming. Tampa Bay playing soft defense, letting Miami work their way down the field. Strock picking up where Greasy left off and driving them down the field. That's a nice drive. Nice drive. 4 minutes, 14 seconds off the clock, but they're on the board.
9 plays, 77 yards. And Miami finally got something on the board. Von Schaman's extra point is up and good. So assume Tampa's going to play for the onside kick. 8:35 to go. Miami scored. Tampa 23, Miami 7. Yep, you're absolutely right. Finally something had to go Miami's way. But this is a big mountain to climb. Tampa watches for the onside kick. It's kicked deep to Ragsdale at the 5, 10, 20, and Gordon tackles him. But now, Dave, Tampa's run the ball 44 times. How fresh are those running backs?
Well, they're going to be tired. But again, this game is not over, okay? There's still more than half this quarter to play. So they're going to need to grind it out. A couple of 1st downs would be good for Tampa Bay right now. But if they go 3 and out and they got to kick it and give Miami the short field, this one's not over.
So Emily the cat down the sidelines just talked to Bob Greasy. And he was asked, how would you judge your performance? And his reply, well, I look better than my son, Brian.
Yeah, I would say so. That's about fair.
Greasy was one of the, thanks to Rob for that joke. Greasy was one of those players who did wear glasses. He might have been legally blind, but when he did television all those years, he went without the glasses. But then again, so do I on camera. So I don't know. Baseball, the Daves, was he legally blind? I don't remember that. I remember the glasses.
I don't remember. I mean, I've heard something about that. I know he had the glasses on back in the day, but
you may be right, Herb. Johnny Davis on an off tackle left on 1st and 10, and the legs move for 4. Thomas with the tackle. Norris has made 6 stops, and for Tampa, it's tick, tick, tick.
Yep, they got to get 3 or 4 yards of whack. Keep the chains moving, as they say.
Off tackle right to Ricky Bell from the 24. He gets it to the 25. Tackle missed by Towel. Rusty Chambers, I think that's Maryland's brother, makes the stop, and it's 3rd and 2 for Tampa.
Yeah, it was a sexy tackle.
Yes. Yes, it was. Can I do an end around? They're going to go with Owens on an end around. Some trickeration, and it's a 1st down and more. 35-40. Chambers makes a tackle after a gain of 15.
Wow, great coaching by McKay there for the Buccaneers. He's called the bootleg once. Now he goes with the gamble, the end around. Miami was not expecting that. 1st down, move the chains. Tick, tick, tick.
Well, the challenge for Tampa said, look, stop our run. Make Doug Williams beat you, and Doug Williams has. This is unbelievable. Johnny Davis, dive on a 1st down. Under 7 to go here in the ball game. And he gets it to the 49. Dan Herder with a tackle after a gain of 6.
We already chomped off a couple of minutes on the clock, a chance to chomp off a couple of more. And even if they don't score, they can pin Miami deep, and they're just going to run out of time.
Ricky Bell this time will try a trap to the right side. From the 49, it gets across midfield, and he gets a Dave Gardner measurement as Gordon makes his 12th tackle.
It's the second time they got a very, very generous spot here to get the first down.
Wow. So 5 minutes and change to go. Tampa just grinding this like two middle school kids on a dance floor. Davis sweeps it to the right. From the 47, flag is down. Gordon with a tackle, no gain. And it's Owens. It's the wide receiver, and you can hear some of the pro-Miami people. About time they called that.
Yeah, well, the referee's got to try to get involved late in the game here, Ron.
Eckwood slips back in the backfield. 1st and 20, 4:56 to go. And they're going to try the draw to Eckwood here. From the 43, he gets it to the 45. 2nd and long, and no one seems to care.
No, it's just tick, tick, tick here for the Buccaneers right now. Like it's 2nd and very, very long. They just need to run a couple more runs and kick it deep and just let the clock do its work.
They're going to try a screen pass to Bell. Bell's got it, 45-50 into Miami territory. Taylor's hurt for Miami, and they're putting him on a cart.
Oh.
You don't want to see that, especially in a game that's pretty much over. And so, yeah.
He hurt the people's elbow on that one.
Yeah, that was an elbow injury, and that wasn't funny. So 3rd and 9 for Tampa. 4:02 to go. Ball sitting on the Miami 46. Eckwood, they're going to run it. Trapped right to let that clock run across the 45, and Betters with the stop at the 43. And they're going to bring out Blanchard to punt it deep.
That's what they needed. Drive it to midfield. They took 4.5 minutes off the clock, a little bit more coming with the punt, and they're not going to leave Miami with much time at all.
Legally blind in the right eye. Wow. I did not know that. Thank you, Herb. So Blanchard to punt. Nathan, well, there's a flag down. It goes in the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll pick up the flag. So 3:18 to go in the football game. It's Don Strock, and he would need, well, what is the saying? It's a miracle wrapped in a miracle wrapped in an enigma.
Well, 3:18 to play. He drove him down the field for a touchdown the last time.
Medium slant to Moore is incomplete. Tampa doubled him. And so Tampa says, yeah, you can take all the yards you want over the middle of the field. We don't care. 2nd and 10. Bruce Hardy. Short cross. Strock back to throw it. Incomplete. And now Jordan is limping off. They tell him, go ahead. You got your bottle of Fresco waiting for you. 3:07 to go. 3rd down. Strock not lucky on this drive. 7 of 11 since coming in for 73 yards. Duriel Harris. Short hitch. 3rd and 10. Quick throw. Harris has got it. He reaches and only gets 9 yards.
Oh, boy, yeah. So Tampa Bay stops him here on 4th and 1, Ron. This game is over.
2 tight end set. They're just going to give it to Zonka on the dive. Get that first down and worry about later. He's got the first down by a couple yards. Gain of 2.
But the clock is running.
Will call time.
Yep, they're going to have to call timeout right now after the run. So they got the first down, call timeout, good play. Now they're going to start slinging it down the field again.
They go 3 wide for the first time. 2:25 to go. Devin Williams will actually split out as a 4th receiver. Play action pass coming to Nat Moore. Greasy waits. He is hit from behind by Selman. Leroy gets on the score sheet, and it's a loss of 8.
Oh, interesting call by Shula to run a play action packs with no backs in the backfield, and that might have tipped the cap and allowed for that sack by Selman.
Yes, exactly. That was a weird call. Clock running. Hurry up, so they'll get one more playoff here. Short hitch to Jimmy Cephalo. Full sink blitz. Cephalo's got it. First down, 50, 45, 40, 35. It's a 44-yard gain. And so Don Shula escapes my incompetence, and Jimmy Cephalo with a 44-yard little hitch play and runs it right down the field of the Tampa Bay 33.
That was a nice pass by Greasy, who snuck back into the game for the Dolphins.
We did. That's right. So I didn't realize that. Yep, Bob Greasy says, I've had enough of this. Let's go. 1st and 10. Harris. Medium slant. Greasy slowly going back. That's not a good sign. He waits. He throws over the middle. Double coverage. Intercepted by Lewis. And Tampa Bay is going to win the game-winning drive bowl.
Well, Greasy came in. He had a little bit of magic going there at the end. They were playing very well in the fourth quarter, Miami was, but they needed points. They needed it fast. They needed to take chances, and the interception now will seal the deal for the Buccaneers.
I'm stunned. You keep hearing the word fix going around the stadium, but trust me, I'm not that competent. So it's now a blowout formation. Ragsdale on the fullback dive from the 6. Den Herder makes a tackle at the 8, gain of 2, and Miami isn't going to call a timeout.
No, at this point here, a minute and a half to go. Let's just get this game over with. Get on the bus. Let's light up some Chesterfields. Let's have some of that special beer you talked about.
So this time the dive takes Ragsdale to the 10, and there's 52 seconds left. Chuck Fusino, by the way, is in the game at quarterback. Obradovich, the tight end, Jones and Mucker, the wide receivers. 3rd down. This will be the last play of the ball game. Ricky Bell on the dive. 3rd down from the 10. He gets it to the 13. Miami will not call time, and that's it. Whistles blow. The game is over. Tampa 23, Miami 7.
Shocked.
I am too. Reed Schrock. The Demos was right. That was the right move to try, but they couldn't get anything out of it. They got the one drive. It was Dewey. Who would you say is the MVP? Williams for converting on those 3rd downs? Dewey Selman for his 12 tackles?
Boy, I don't know. I mean, Williams had a strong game, just a solid game, not a standout, not a superstar game, but a solid game. He had the 2 sacks, but his completions were great. His scrambling was great. He had some pooch kicks twice to the 13-yard line. But boy, that defense, though, to hold Miami to 7 points, and that was kind of in garbage time, really. I mean, the defense was just fantastic today. I mean, can you click on the defense stats somewhere?
Yep, we'll go down there. Dewey Selman had 12 tackles and 2 stuffs and forced a fumble.
I mean, yeah. How do you argue with that? I mean, that defense was just stifling there. So I think we might have a defensive player with the player of the game in this one.
It really, just from the first possession, I guess Leroy had another tackle besides the sack. Right from the first possession, Dewey had those back-to-back tackles, and that really set the tone for the game. I mean, Williams the punting wasn't great, but they were in that no man's land where you just can't give Miami the ball. in the end, you got to stop Tampa from converting, and they just could not do it.
No, Tampa just stuffed them right from the opening get-go. We were talking in the first quarter. Miami couldn't move the ball. And Tampa stuffed them, and they just had some long, sustained drives. Look at the scoring. They had the field goal at the end of the first quarter, and Tampa felt like they controlled that whole quarter. And then 10-0 at the half. And again, it felt like that Tampa was just, the game wasn't over, but Tampa was controlling it. Then you tacked on the 13-point third quarter, and Miami coming away with nothing, and then it was over at that point.
That 16-play, 84-yard drive that took over half the quarter, I think really was the dagger in the back. And then the fumbled punt return, right, or the fumble kickoff that gave Tampa the ball right on the 19.
Yeah, they scored, a minute later on that one there, and just that was it. Boy, wow. Fun little game if you're a Tampa fan. Kind of boring to watch, but boy, I tell you, it's something we didn't expect.
I mean, it was. I'll go on camera in a second. I'm just looking at this. Tampa held Miami to 213 yards, most of those in the fourth quarter, but Miami only had the ball for 22 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
that was just the perfect game plan for Tampa.
It was just grinded out on the ground. The first downs, chipping away. It was, yeah. It was for Tampa fans, it was fun.
All right, come on. All right, I'm trying to get you back up on the screen. Oops, no, I don't want that. There. Talk for a second.
All right. It's Dave back here in Studio B as we did the remote broadcast today. So I don't know if I'm coming back up on the screen right now or not, but maybe I am.
No, you're on the screen.
All right, cool. I'm back here in Studio B. And yeah, fun game. Like I say, if I go back and I look at my game here, a final 17-3. Miami takes this one. 4 interceptions for Williams, and a punt return for Miami for a touchdown there in my playthrough and game-winning drive. But very different here in Action PC. And it's always fun going back and playing these old games. It really is.
I'm absolutely floored. I mean, I ran the offense for both teams. The computer runs the defense. And that's how all of my football replays are done. For me, it's just that much more interesting. And so, I think that baseball demos is 70% kidding with the fixed thing. I knew, I looked yesterday, not at the game, at Football Reference, and said, okay, what am I going to do to try to make this competitive? And I knew that Tampa had to do two things. They had to keep the ball, and they couldn't turn the ball over. I did not expect them to go 10 or 15 or whatever the hell it was on third down. I mean, Williams just.
I think Miami had 2 turnovers, right? Tampa had none.
Miami
had 3. Yeah. I think they had 2 fumbles and interception, right?
So they had the interception in garbage time, but the fumble, Nathan fumbled 2 kickoffs. He fumbled a punt return, and I think that Miami recovered, and they had right after the Tampa touchdown in the third quarter, the first one, Miami fumbled the kickoff.
I think they had 2 fumbles that Tampa recovered in Miami territory, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean that just makes it all right there. I mean, field possession game. You look at where the ball was. Tampa started near their 30-35 most of the time. Miami was 15, 16-yard line.
They couldn't do anything, and it wasn't that. I mean, Greasy did not have a great year in '79, and so I think the move to Strock was probably the right thing, but they just. Miami, up until the Marino era, was a run-first team, and if you can't establish the run, then you aren't going to be able to pass your way out of it. And Tampa just converted over and over and over. I knew that Tampa had to play one of those grinded out possession games, 3 yards, 4 yards at a chop, and they did. And Miami just couldn't do that. I don't know what Miami.
If you go back to the actual real life. Tampa got to the NFC Championship game and lost 9-0 to the Rams. So that defense was good. They had a good defense that year. That's what they were known for, the Selman brothers. You know what I mean? That defense was fantastic. Their offense was okay. I mean, good enough to win the division, good enough to beat the Eagles and take on the Rams in the championship game, the NFC Championship game. But I mean, again, they scored no points in that game. So, but today, that offense, I mean, 3 yards a whack, 4 yards a whack. You know, how many 3rd and 8s did they get 8 yards on? And how many,
Tampa went 11 for 19 on 3rd down.
And how many measurements did they get? They got
Oh,
all of them. Anything close was a first down.
Miami went 1 for 10 on 3rd down.
They couldn't convert. And, you know, I mean, and just watching the game here play out, I mean, how many times did Williams go back to throw and he dinked and dunked to the running backs for 8 yards for first down?
Second read, the long pass play on a 3rd down where it was supposed to be a short cross or a medium cross, and it's a bomb down the field. Yeah, it's one of those things that, hey, everything had to go right for Tampa, and it did. I mean, they ran the ball, and we'll let you guys go in a second. Thank you so much for watching, by the way. This was fun. This was really fun. I'm glad we did this. Dave, they ran the ball 54 times. When's the last time an NFL team ran the ball 54 times in a game?
Well, when you're getting positive yardage, you keep doing it. And they weren't getting, 15, 20-yard runs. They were getting 3, 4 yards, sometimes 6 yards. But, I mean, if you can run 3 times and get a first down, that's what you do to get the first down. And they were never in any hurry to score points. They led 3-0 after 1 and then 10-0 at the half.
Yeah.
So they were in the lead and they were forcing Miami now to try to move that ball down the field. Miami had to, throw a lot more, and Tampa would get the ball, and it was just long, sustained drives. What was that one drive? 8 minutes?
The backstabber was 8:01.
And then they fumbled they get the kickoff fumble right off the kickoff, and they drove that in for another score. It was fun to watch as a Tampa fan, and a Tampa fan from back then, not so much now. But it was fun to watch that. It was fun to watch, Bell and Eckwood and Giles and Williams and all those guys and the Selmans, people I grew up with. It was fun watching them play this out. It really was.
What an effort this afternoon by Tampa to pull this one off. I'm genuinely impressed. I mean, you don't know how, there's not really much of a game plan that you have going into these things, but you kind of look at Football Reference and go, okay, this is what they need. This is what they did in real life. Let's try to emulate it. And Tampa just did it to an absolute gem. All right. Well, that will do. Tomorrow we have for you more American League Baseball, Detroit and Milwaukee, our lunchtime replay from Milwaukee. And then tomorrow night at 7:30, Dave Gardner, our Red Sox fan, Andy Jester, and I talk about modding cards and dice games. And so we hope you join us for one, if not both of those. For Dave Gardner, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. I know this one ran long, but this was worth it. We will talk to you the next time. Hit that like and subscribe if you would, please. Have a good afternoon.
Plug Patreon.
Oh, yeah. If you want to see more of this kind of crazy content, you can go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/retrosportsnetwork and pretty much request whatever you want. I'm pretty open for gaming, nothing else, action PC stuff. And so we'll do more of these group projects together. This was fun. Again, for Dave, I'm Ron, and we'll talk to you. Well, we'll both talk to you tomorrow night, but I'll talk to you tomorrow at lunch. Have a good one.